So yesterday, August 6th, was the 10th year anniversary of Foxy Games UK on YouTube. Now, I first started this channel on August 6th, 2014. What started out as PlayStation News Now evolved into a game news channel in general. Though this channel continues to maintain its focus on PlayStation, I know many gamers, particularly multi-platform system users, like to know what's going on in the wider games industry. Now, sadly, with everything that's going on in the UK at the moment, protests, riots, violence, civil unrest, I'm sure you've seen it on your news stations, I didn't think it appropriate to celebrate 10 years of running this channel yesterday. Although some may say the growth has been slow and some can be unkind and hateful, the majority has shown me nothing but love. I guess it comes with the territory still. I appreciate every single subscriber I have and am more than happy with almost 38,000 subs and the almost 12 million views this channel has accumulated to date. Thanks for all the support and encouragement, long-term viewers and newcomers alike, and joining me on this journey to deliver a classic video game magazine style of game news presentation, confirmed news, rumors and all. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Some of you have been with me since day one. That's 10 years watching this channel. You know, I've also had the privilege of meeting some truly amazing people over the 10 years I've been doing this. Some of you I am proud to call friend. You know who you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully we'll do another 10 together. Now let's get into some gaming news. So in our first news story, VideoGamesChronicle.com, PS5 has hit a milestone of 61 million consoles sold as Sony's year-on-year Q1 hardware sales fall, but operating income rises. The company now forecasts a slightly better financial 2025 year than it did in May. So PlayStation has now passed 61 million units sold, and that's 4 years in. Now, we all know towards the latter half of a console's life cycle, sales do tend to slow down, but depending on PS5 Pro, the allure of having more powerful hardware, and this rumored incredible slate of games Sony has prepped for 2025 onward, well, that could push the console much further over the 100 million mark, pretty much matching PS4 or even surpassing it. So PlayStation 61 million units despite having a relatively quiet 3-month period. Now, in Sony's latest financial results covering the Q1 period for its financial year 2024, that's the period between April 1st and June 30, the company says 2.4 million PS5 consoles were sold. This is down on the 33.3 million PS5 consoles sold during the Q1 period last year, but nevertheless brings the total number of PlayStation 5 sales to date up to 61.7 million, not far off 62 million there, and that's in spite of $70 games not having day one games in its PlayStation tiers at all. So you got to give them props for being able to manage that in, the face of some stiff competition from Xbox and its Game Pass service. Now, the results were generally positive for Sony's gaming division overall, with Q1 sales in the games and network services segment up 12% year-on-year and operating income up 32%. That's from 49.2 billion yen. That's $335 million. That's up 65.2 billion yen or 443 million US dollars. In its summary, Sony attributes the year-on-year increase to the impact of foreign exchange rates, something hitting all platform holders at the moment. Now, the increase in sales of first-party game software titles and the increase in sales from network services, mainly PlayStation Plus. However, it does acknowledge a decrease in sales of hardware due to decrease in unit sales. Despite an overall increase in income from software sales, Sony also reports that software unit sales are down year-on-year, with 53.6 million units sold in Q1 2024 compared to 56.5 million units sold during the same period last year. So down marginally, and I suspect some of those PS5 sales may have slowed because of the rumors of an imminent PS5 Pro console announcement. So, there's quite a few million people who are prepared to buy PS5 Pro as they were for PS4 Pro. However, how that pushes the dial in terms of PS5 sales remains to be seen. It all depends on the appetite of the consumer for new, more powerful hardware. Digital download ratio for Q1 was 80% digital versus 20% physical, compared to an average of 70% in financial year 2023. But, that is quite a big skew towards digital. However, even 20% physical is worth millions of boxed game sales across the board. Now, as a result of its Q1 figures, Sony has revised its forecast for the gaming division for its financial year 2024, that is April 2024 to March 2025, adjusting its sales and operating income forecasts by 3%. Tokyo-based industry consultant Dr. Serkan Toto had told Video Games Chronicle, here's a quote, "Given Sony is going through a rather silent 2024 software-wise, the numbers actually look quite solid. For instance, you can see the positive effect on sales from the price increase for PlayStation Plus in their numbers. The big weak spot, however, is its hardware sales. The year-on-year drop is not surprising but quite significant. Sony can only hope that Astro Bot or one or another new game coming this year will make people go out and buy PS5s. Interesting stuff there. Let me know, sound off in the comments what you think. Will PS5 Pro push the needle? And will those 2025 slated games, that's because we have had a quiet period, haven't we, in terms of Sony first party. It's really only been Astro Bot of any notoriety in terms of what gamers are looking forward to, and that's a platformer, bit of a mixed bag for many gamers, even though I personally am very much looking forward to Astro Bot. But 2025 is said to be when Sony really shows off what it has in the pipeline. So moving on to our next and final news story, PushSquare.com. Silent Hill 2 remake developer has asked fans to give it a chance, following fans' concerns. I have to admit, I was slightly concerned with it myself, particularly after the last trailer, because it didn't really, I don't know, there was something weird about it. But yeah, Bloober Team, the studio helping Konami to remake its PlayStation 2 survival horror classic Silent Hill 2, has asked fans of the original game to quote-unquote give us a chance as it nears its October release date. The appeal comes from the new interview with Rolling Stone magazine, where the developer's CEO, Pietro Barbiano, speaks of his own emotional connection to the game and how much getting the remake right means to him. A lot of the feedback has proved valuable so far, so Barbiano is now asking fans to give us a chance. The complete quote reads, and I quote, "I am dreaming that gamers will trust us." Dreaming is a... well, he goes on to say, "But I realize that trust is earned through actions, not through words, so that's why we have a policy of not commenting on the specifics of the game and raising hopes. We want to show our ambitions through our work, so we can't ask for anything more than just give us a chance." Barbiano claims Bloober Team allows its employees to focus on their work with peace of mind, but feedback from outside the studio has still proved invaluable in refining our project before its release. Let's hope so. Much of the fan concern stems from experiences with Bloober Team's past titles, The Medium in particular. The early PS5 title criticized for its handling of mental health issues, especially in its ending, given the fact that Silent Hill 2 is a horror game more on a psychological side and deals with mental illness. There are worries that poor handling could carry over to the remake, though the team has been previously quoted as saying it hasn't missed the point of the original story and its themes. Here's a quote, "We are not straying away from the original concept of making this cult classic. We just really have some ideas on how to make the peculiar scare factors more appealing to the contemporary audience," said Chief Marketing Officer Anna Jasinka last year. So Silent Hill 2 launches for PS5 exclusively and on PC on 8th of October 2024, just in time for that hallowed Eve period. How do you feel about the remake is what Push Square is asking, and I will extend that to you as well. What do you think of it so far? Sound off in the comments. Are you concerned? Are you looking forward to the game? Let us know. But that, my friends, is the end of this video. If you like this sort of thing, like, subscribe, hit notification, and yeah, thank you for sticking with me for 10 years, newcomers and old timers alike. Until next time, always remember, play games, not corporations.